Great to have you, Connor Rush. I will try to rush into the trivia question for you, but we'll see whatever's on my slate. I do have something to talk about beforehand. But first thing that you brought up was that you have high school practice. What's up, Finn Kaufman? Yes, that is something that I actually wasn't even thinking of when I first started it. I figured that during the high school season, the kids would just go off to their own high schools and do stuff. All right, and then came Emma Godfrey. All right, Emma Godfrey she is listed on our Hall of Fame page. All right, right here. let's see, Hall of Fame page. Emma Godfrey is one of our Hall of Famers right there, right above Dennis Pamazanov. All right, 6 a.m. workouts every weekday for 5 straight years, and so much more helped create this superstar. All right. I didn't raise it up high enough for the camera to see, but it's that one right there, Emma Godfrey. All right. She was a very, very special person because, like, again, I didn't know where the direction of the program was headed, and these people, they helped create the program basically, just like you guys, Finn and Connor, helped creating how this show's layout will be. I thought it was just going to be just go over the stuff or whatever, and then we started just adding more and more layers to it, and you guys helped that out. Well, in terms of our boot camps, she's the reason that we have boot camps. We weren't going to have boot camps whatsoever, and then she was like an 8th grader at the time, and she just worked out for I think like 4 straight months in the morning, and she was ready for the high school season, you know, from the 8th grade summer to the 9th grade fall, and she was ready for the high school season, and then she's like, what are we gonna do about boot camps? I got practice. And I was like, I don't know. What do you want to? No, she said, what are we gonna do about the workouts here? Because I have practice with my school. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, let's still do stuff. What time? And I was like, oh crap, I don't know. The only time that we have is like in the morning. She goes, I'm there. And I was like, what? And we were just sneaking into St. Mary's at the time, so it didn't cost me anything. So she met every single day during like her 8th and 9th grade year, and she just kept going. And this is why I need more Connors. All right. This is why I would love for Finn Kaufman to be here too. Yeah. But I need more Connors here because if you had, again, 9th grade, you're a 9th grader. You're new to high school. You're not used to it yet. You're not like Kobe Bryant yet. You can't do 2 practices a day yet. Of course not. You're not strong enough. You're not strong enough mentally. You're not strong enough physically. It's not possible. But if you saw some girl the same age as you doing exactly that much, and let's say she went to your school, same hour practices that you have, and she still came to she came to 6 days of boot camps per week, what would you do, Connor? Answer the question, man. What would you do if she was in our program right now as a 9th grader going to your school and she got straight A's? All right. In her 4 years of high school, she only got 2 B's, and there were B pluses, and they were in the same class. What was it? European history. And she got a B plus, retook the class because she got a B plus, and then got another B plus. She could not make it over the hump. All right. But those were only 2 B's at all. She also did like some extracurriculars, like, I don't know, some like crap that her mom wanted her to do, like where girls stick out their fingers and like dance right and stuff like that. Like, I think it's called baccalaureate, something stupid. What is that called? If you know the name of that, let me know in the comment section too. It's called debutantes. She also did a debutante thing, but she came to all of our stuff. Dude, I'm trying to grow as much as possible. No. I'm not saying it would be good for you. I'm saying, would you do it? That's all I'm asking. I guess I would have to come more than her. Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's all about who you're surrounded by. All right. So again, you're pushing everyone else, but we need someone to push you. And I don't know how she was able to do it. Again, she got 8 hours of sleep every single night. All right, that was the crazy part about it. To me, that was the craziest part about it. Because when you hear like stories of Kobe Bryant, he was recklessly doing it. Like 2 hours of sleep, whatever. That's psychotic, right? She was going to sleep at 8:30 at night, and then getting more than 8 hours of sleep, waking up at 5, and with all her homework done, and then still did practices. It's crazy how focused she was. And when she started driving, it got even crazier. Like, because her dad was there every single day. Her dad was there. But her dad's a crazy worker too. He's like a millionaire, owns his own company, and like he works so hard that for a month out of the year he goes to Oregon without his family and spends it up in Oregon. It's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, but I want to work more too. But I need my sleep. Yep. So yeah, I don't know how she did it. I don't know. It's amazing. So if you can't, give props to people like this. Don't just give props to people like my practice end at 10. Oh, that's even tougher. But don't just give props to people like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Give props to Emma Godfrey, because you're right there. Same program, same everything, same rules, same life, same oxygen, all right, same coach, same uniform, same everything, and you can't keep up to her. All right, give her props. Like you don't have to like demoralize yourself. Just be like, she was pretty amazing. All right. So when you see people on this Hall of Fame list, just know that most of them pretty amazing human beings. Like very amazing, and it's an honor to be on this list. So try to get on this list. All right. That's all I got to say. So just know I won't ever fault you, but I will tell you about these people. In 10 years from now, if I tell people about Connor Rush, and I'm like, he came 3 times a week, they'll be like, what? That's a lot. Oh my God. And I'll be like, yo, he was special. But me saying that this girl came 6 times a week for 5 years, and she missed 3 days. All because she threw up. 3 different years. She doesn't throw up a lot, but she threw up 3 times, and she didn't show up those mornings. It's insane. One of the most inspiring people I've ever met my entire life. So, got to give her credit. Anyway, next up we got Scottie Pippen. Talking about the great one here. And he put out a tell-all book, and he was like saying that Michael Jordan was a selfish player, and all he cared about was himself. I think that we knew that, Scottie. I think we knew that. The way Michael Jordan was not very healthy. I just told you how unhealthy it was for Kobe to push himself like that. It's unhealthy, period. All right, Tiger Woods, unhealthy, what he was doing. All right, he wasn't caring about his wife, obviously, his family, right? Michael Jordan's push and drive was unhealthy. Just know that. Some of your greatest heroes in life should not have been doing the things that they were doing. So just know that for a fact. I've been sick for 2 weeks. Dang. My problem is I can't fall asleep fast. It takes like 30 minutes to an hour. Hey, that happens. Hey, all you have to say, whenever someone gives me an excuse for anything, it can be a legit excuse, like I only have one arm, then you have to complete that sentence. You have to say, I didn't make the NBA because I only had one arm. And if that still sounds good to you, that's good. And then, but if yours was, what was it? I can't fall asleep fast enough. I didn't make the NBA because I couldn't fall asleep fast enough. If that sounds good to you, roll with that. All right, whatever your excuse is, put it after the phrase, I didn't make the NBA because. And if it's a legit excuse, and just be like, because I honestly could not, for me, I did not want to put my family in church behind basketball. I would have had it to have done that. I made them like equal, or slightly like above, right? All right. So that was my excuse. And then when I got overseas, I physically could not handle the exhaustion of working that much. So I didn't make the NBA because I couldn't physically handle the exhaustion. Yes. So those are my excuses, and I have to live with those. All right. So just know what your excuses are. If they sound legit, they sound legit. I'm okay with them. I guess I'm gonna have some military techniques. Hey, no, it's whatever, just whatever, it's whatever. All right. Anyways, but Pippen said 5 different things. 1, Michael Jordan was selfish. 2, LeBron James, the best player of all time. You know, he's just saying that to sell books. 3, there was an argument on Facebook about how our kids shouldn't look up to Michael Jordan, that they should look up to LeBron James, and that LeBron James has done more for basketball. All right. LeBron James is a better overall player than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. I like Michael Jordan better than LeBron James because he was smoother and more agile. All right. But in terms of who was better for the game of basketball, there is no contest in this one. It is Michael Jordan. People wouldn't even think about basketball if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. Like Magic and Larry Bird, they shot the game up to the stratosphere. But Michael Jordan took it to the next level. It was insane. LeBron James has not touched that at all. All right, that's the one thing that you can't take from him. So that was a stupid argument online. 4th thing is Pippen confirmed that Isaiah Thomas was not allowed on the team because of Michael Jordan and some of the people that didn't want him on the team because of his antics with the Detroit Pistons. Know this: you can't have your cake and eat it too. All right. With all the people that today that are saying all these basketball players are such good friends, I liked it when they were rivals. Well, if you're going to be a jerk and you're going to go out there and try to hurt people, well, you can't expect friends afterwards. So Isaiah Thomas won those championships in the 80s because he was so evil, I guess, with other people's like, health. And he was like, no, hurt them, screw them, right? He made no friends. He made no friends, right? But when you make no friends, realize you'll have no friends. So when it came down to it, him not having friends took him off that team. And but that was his choice. And I think if he knew that going into it, he would have still done it, because I'm sure he likes those championships more than he would have liked to be on the dream team. All right, LeBron is a crybaby, so he doesn't get as much respect. Yo, trust me, Michael Jordan cried just as much as LeBron James. He would argue so much. And more than him, Kobe Bryant argued so much about everything. It's just that today we have so many more cameras. Trust me. All right, should have shaken his hand, Isaiah. Bow down, kiss the ring, Isaiah. And then the last one is, he said that Dominique Wilkins should have been on the team. Then this article that I read broke it all down, and it said, like, who was doing what. They were like, Clyde Drexler was last chosen because, but he was the MVP runner-up behind Michael Jordan that year. So, of course, he should have been chosen. And then some people were chosen because they were, like, legacy, right? Like Magic. And Magic won the MVP right before that, the year before that. But Larry Bird had a bad back, but he was still chosen because of legacy. And then he goes, out of all the power forwards, Pippen, who he had never made an All-NBA team at that point. But after he made the Dream Team, he made All-NBA every year afterwards. But before that, he was the only person to not win All-NBA. And Dominique Wilkins was All-NBA second team that year. So if he's saying that Dominique Wilkins deserved to be on that team, well, maybe he should have taken Pippen's place. But he did say Christian Laettner should be the one out. But that was because they didn't want to completely disregard the legacy of college players playing and the amateurism of Olympics. So they allowed one. What they should have done for that one was pick Shaq in its place. Yeah, that happens. Anyways, that's all I had to say about that. But Pippen's kind of coming across as petty, but I think he wants to sell some books. So this is all about money. So if you hear anything about that, those are my takes on all those things. And let's get to the elementary school workouts real quick. And then we'll go to our story, and then we'll have trivia after that, just for Connor Rush. All right, drives and rotations. Wing drives to pass to rotating wing or post. All right, when you drive to the baseline, the opposite wing goes to the corner. When you drive middle, the opposite wing goes to the top. 180 tangent for shots. All right, that's doing a two-man screen up top, coming off the screen. They split, then backdoor screen, and then the other guy pops out. You pass the ball to the inside player, and then everyone spots up for their shots because we're getting shots out of that tangent play. Down screen, screen away. When your man on the wing is down screening, you want to back away from him and keep your eye on the ball and man. But you want to back away from your man so you can allow a pathway for your low post defender to get through to get out to the wing. The low post defender, make sure that your hand stays in the passing lane, that you follow him, and you go right through the middle of the screener and the person guarding the screener. And then when they screen away, when the ball's passed to the wing and they screen away, make sure that you do lane rule. So the person guarding the post player as he screens away stays there for like 2 seconds, whatever, and then ensures that the strong side block is covered and then gets back. That next one is 3 for layup. 3 is when we pass the ball to the wing, then double pick away. Then we dribble out to the wing, and then double screen away for 2 curlers coming off. Very, very complicated play, but we like to do this play for shots just to understand one of our offensive plays in more depth, but it's also very confusing. So I like the way that it plays with everybody, and we do this stuff during our Tuesday practices, it looks like. Yep. And then we got 10 seconds, tie game. No, I'm in the car and lagging. Oh, no. 10 seconds, tie game. Make sure that we get the last shot. We need the last shot. I make sure that we take the last shot, and we do a play in the end. We actually do tangent, but it might differ depending on the game. But make sure that you have the last shot. Don't give them a shot. Make sure that you take the last shot. And on defense, you do not foul in this situation. It's a tie game. Make them shoot the ball overhand. We might switch every single screen. All right, but we stay in front of our man and make them shoot a tough shot. If they get something at the basket, do not foul them. I make them make a tough shot for the win. Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. All right, 10 plus seconds, down by 3 with free throws, timeout, sideline out of bounds. I'll still win. Don't worry. 10 plus seconds, down by 3 with free throws. Timeout, sideline out of bounds. If you have 12 seconds, down by 3, make sure that we screen well on our out of bounds play. Now you have enough time to create. All right? And you just don't jack up the first shot. You want to penetrate to get the best possible shot, and then everyone crashes because it doesn't matter if they get the rebound and then go for a fast break. All right, everyone crashes, so now you have an extra person on the boards. All right, let's go to our story of the day and then our trivia. One more thing. Don't allow people to treat you like you're incapable. For instance, people treating girls as if they were fragile leads to a higher probability that they will be fragile. Since their behavior is out of your control, you must simply not accept their label if it's not something you aspire to be. Your limitations are decided by you and you alone. Alright, that's basically saying that all of humanity for all of time, we've been idiots. We're idiots. Alright, no matter what they say to you, it's possible. Whatever they say is impossible, it's wrong. Alright, just take it as that. It's just wrong. Because they said that we couldn't go to the moon. Well, we did that. They said that we couldn't, black people couldn't do certain things. Well, we did that. They said that women should be in the kitchen. Well, they showed that they did more, right? And all these things, probably what they're saying that you can't do is wrong too, especially if other people have done it. All right, that's silly. All right, so again, don't let people label you as incompetent or as unable to do something, especially if you think in your heart that you can do it. Don't allow those labels and limitations to be placed on you, especially if it's not something that you want to be. All right, so look beyond that, and especially like the girls out there, man. Don't let people tell you that, oh, you're a fragile girl, you shouldn't be doing this, blah, shouldn't be doing that. Shut up. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. All right, so don't allow people to set limitations for you. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in life. Do not. All right, there was once a time when, or there is a time right now when blacks are supposed to be the best basketball players on earth. Why? Oh, because of slavery. They killed all the weak slaves, and then the African gene is just stronger, and the bones, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, right? Back in the day, they used to say the same thing about Jewish people. All right, back in the 50s and 60s, Jewish people were the best players of basketball, and they said it was because they were conniving. Because white people are very, very mean. They said Jewish people are just so connivingly, and they're so clever that's why they dominated basketball. They just make up reasons. All right, don't believe this stuff. All right, you can be as amazing as you want to be, even if you're not that particular thing or whatever it is. All right, so believe in yourself, please. All right, next one is trivia time. Let's check out the trivia. Let's see if Connor can win in the car, man. All right, very, very easy question, extremely easy question. All right, which professional baseball team did Michael Jordan play with in 1994? That is the question. Which professional baseball team did Michael Jordan play with in 1994? I don't have to look at this one. I know the answer. Of course, that's the answer. Facts. I got that great game IQ. You're clever, Finn. You're clever, baby. I didn't know the answer. Wait, what? Oh, I guess that's the answer. Okay. I got this one wrong. Yeah, Finn Kaufman got it. I said it was the Chicago White Sox, but he played for an affiliate of theirs, and the affiliate was the Birmingham Barons. All right, playing outfield for the Barons, also the Double-A affiliate for the White Sox. Jordan hit just .202 with 3 home runs and 51 RBIs. That's pretty good to me. And 436 at-bats that season. Much to basketball fans' relief, his airness returned to play with the Chicago Bulls on March 19th, 1995. He played in the minors, John. No, I just figured out they put him on the team. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot. I've seen him in the White Sox uniform in my mind, but maybe it was just for whatever. Yeah, so my bad. You got it right, Finn Kaufman. And have a great practice, Connor Rush. It is now 7-6 to 2, Sean Amin. Bro, I lagged right as he said it. You didn't know that crap. I know you didn't know it. Tell us that you knew it. Go ahead and lie to us. Tell us that you knew that, Connor. I double dog dare you to tell us that you knew it, man. You didn't know that. You didn't know that. All right. Of course, Connor. All right, moving on. We got our quote of the day is always be yourself. All right, unless yourself sucks. No, I'm joking. All right, always be yourself. Be who you are. You don't need to copy off other people. All right, and that's internally. It's not like what other people do. If you see someone great out there and they're doing an action, yeah, do that action. But who you are on the inside, like your personality, things like that, let that stuff shine. All right, don't let that hold you back. Always be yourself. This is probably the most flamboyant quote of the day that I had. Look, there's flowers on it, brightness. That's not me, man. But yeah, it's a good picture. So yeah, that's who this thing is right here. This thing, it's very flamboyant. I'm not. I'm very, very dull gray, and we have to be ourselves. All right. So no matter what you're doing in life, whether you want to be like Kobe Bryant's work ethic or like Michael Jordan's like roughness or whatever it may be, you can bring your personality into that. You don't have to copy them in all facets. All right, someone should have told Kobe that because he used to chew his gum like Michael Jordan, dude. It's so weird. He was so weird when he first started. But like, bring who you are and know who you are and be confident in who you are. Know who you are is someone special. All right, your personality is huge, and especially in basketball where it's such a creative game. All right, bring your personality to the court and have it be a huge part of what will continue to make you great. All right, let's go to our middle school drills real quick. We got spin move series, 2-on-2-on-2 triangle. All right, force post to the middle, poly pyramid, 0 to 3 seconds up by 3, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. If you're 3 seconds and you're up by 3, sideline of bounds defense, again, I say do not foul. If you have a really smart basketball team, possibly college, maybe pro, then you can do the whole like foul right when they touch a thing. And then you're up by 3, and then you get the rebound because you're a strong rebounding team. But the pure fact that you probably aren't smart enough, your whole team isn't smart enough to handle that without fouling them while they're shooting, and the other team can't make that tough shot, make them make the shot over your hand. All right, and they might even get the offensive rebound if they shoot the free throws. So like, there's so many things that are up in the air doubt-wise. Just make this the most easy play possible. 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. Again, we talk about this stuff a lot. We go over this stuff over and over and over again because I want it to be deep inside your mind, like teammate of DeAndre Ayton over there. All right, like Chris Paul. At the end of games, I want you guys to be like with it, like know this stuff immediately at the end of games, and just understand it immediately so that you can have an impact during a crucial time in the game. So you're aware of things that other people aren't aware of. All right. So let's say that there's 12 seconds down by 3 with free throws. Down by 3, make both of your free throws, of course, and you don't need to foul right away. You can press them. All right, because now you have 12 seconds. 12 seconds, a lot of time actually. All right, and they're not going to get a 10-second violation. You go until they cross half court, then you foul them. And if you're saying, okay, well, if I foul with 9 seconds, passed off the clock, that means that there's only 3 seconds left. That's enough. All right, and the team won't take that long to cross half court. If they do, they are really gambling. They're really, really gambling. They might turn the ball over. They might get a 10-second call. So let them gamble. If there's 12 seconds left on the clock, let them gamble, especially if you're down by 1. Now, if you're down by 2, that's a different situation because now they can make 2 free throws. You need as much time on the clock as possible. So if you're down by 2 or down by 3 because you missed one of the free throws or both the free throws, definitely foul them right away. But wait until they, if they're taking the ball out, wait until they pass the ball inbounds because you can overly deny and might be able to get a tip or something like that. But once the ball gets in, foul them right away so that there's at least 10 seconds on the clock so you can maybe have 2 more plays. All right. But he will come tomorrow and say 18. Bro, he will, yes. He's lost his number challenge from so long ago. You Google at light speed? I've heard. All right, see you later, Connor Rush. All right, anyway, that's that one. Let's move to the high school one. Is overly denying. So overly denying. All right, this one is our Miles Bridges page right here. He changed his haircut, but, you know, I still like the gif right there, spinning the ball and stuff. But, yeah, we got one-on-one cutthroat. That's just playing one-on-one live, so that's how we're going to start practice with 3 dribble max. In the play scenario, what I told you as before, you do 180 to tangent. 180 is our handoff play to go into a tangent. Then we have double the post on the dribble, force post to the middle, all right, patience and walling up. You want to force the post to the middle because that's where the help side is. If you let them go baseline, it's just one-on-one. All right. So, I mean, offensively, that teaches you that you should fake middle, spin back to the baseline, and there's no help. All right. But if you're forced to the middle, then there's a lot of people's hands are there. So make sure that you keep the ball high. And it's a really, really tough shot, especially if they wall you up. So defensively and offensively, learn from this. All right. Then we have Outlet pass, butt to the sideline, going up the court. When you go for an outlet pass, be at a 45-degree angle with your butt to the sideline so you can see down and up and down the court. So you can see everybody on offense and everybody on defense so that you can react accordingly, whether you catch the ball and pass it ahead or catch the ball and avoid the person trying to take a charge or trying to steal the ball. And when you catch the ball, take a huge first step and a larger first dribble so you can jet down the court. Miss free throws on purpose when you need to score. All right, if you're down by let's say 2 or whatever, or down by 1, down by 2 or down by 3. If you're down by 1, make a free throw. Take the tie game. But if you're down by 2 or 3, you need to miss the free throw. Again, I recommend a bank shot, just so that you don't accidentally make it, and so that it takes longer time to bounce up. If you just brick it and it goes to the right or to the left, no one had a chance to switch places. Meaning, you need the ball to go up so that your person who's on the wrong side of the defender can get around them in due time, and people from the 3-point line can sprint in off of the first touch. So you throw it high arcing off the backboard, and slightly to the right if you're right-handed, slightly to the left if you're left-handed. Off the backboard, hit the rim, and have it bounce up. You want to practice this actually so that you can do it well during games. And then once we get the ball, make sure that people are going up strong, so you can go right into them and get the foul if you're down by 2. Or people are spotting up, so you can pass the ball out for a 3-pointer as opposed to dribbling out. Next one, we got 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. 12 seconds down by 3 with free throws, full court live. And I think we talked about that one already. I don't know what the last one was. What was the last one? That was one that I mentioned. This is with a live ball. This is with a dead ball. That's the difference. If you have a live ball, you can run the baseline. If you have a dead ball, you have to stay still. All right, so we would practice both these things in a scenario at the end of practice because they're entirely 2 different plays. If a live ball comes off of a make, dead ball comes off of like a timeout or an out of bounds or something like that. All right, during a dead ball, the ref will actually tell you that it's a dead ball or that you can't move, or he'll tell you you can run the baseline or whatever. Make sure that you don't run the baseline when you have a dead ball, or else it's a travel. And if you do run the baseline, you can't run the baseline and also run the sideline because that would be cheating. All right, and what else can I tell you about that? Also, be careful at the end of games. If you run the baseline, there's this huge play, and I'll show you real quick. All right, there's this play that you can run. All right, at the end of basketball games, and it's so popular. Okay, at least when I was growing up, and I've seen this, and then it happened to St. Mary's. It was so stupid. It happened to the girls' team. Okay, so the girls right here taking the ball out of bounds. Everyone's right here, and we're playing against Gonzaga. All right, and they have someone on the ball, and then they were guarding people, right? All right, but when this person had the ball, right here, taking the ball out of bounds, all right, there was 1 second left, all right, and we were winning with 1 second left. And they had the ball, and they had to try to throw the ball full court to get it. What they did was they ran this girl this way. So this girl followed. This girl right here came sprinting up and stood right there. And this person followed her, of course. And as they ran back like this, ran the baseline, this person ran, and this person right here took a charge. Boom. And got hit and took a charge. The ball was immediately a foul. And this person here got to shoot free throws and had a chance to win the game because they were down 1 with it was like 0.7 seconds actually. They were down 1, made 1, missed 1. And the game went to overtime and we wound up beating them in overtime. And I was like, how'd you guys fall for the oldest trick in the book? But she had never seen that before. And that's the oldest trick in the book right there. Besides dogs barking on the ground to get everyone's attention, like where players act like dogs, this one's like is the next silliest one. There's also one where someone runs out of the building and then comes back in on the opposite side. So don't fall for those stupid plays. And that's all I got to say about that. Don't forget that the quote of the day is always be yourself. Anyways, I will see you guys later. That is a great play. Hey, talk about that play. Do it, man. That 100% works in high school. Do it. Tell your team that play, man. Work on that crap. All right. Anyways, always be yourself. That's the thing right there. And I'll talk to y'all later. Reese's Pieces, homie.